And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
I still remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia. He was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
Smith going to go to the air first play. That one's complete out to Michael Mayer. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Here's Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Tucker. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
That's another Raiders first down. First and 10.
Once again, it's Mostert. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. Geno now to throw. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Now Geno. And that's going to be incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes, or are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. First down marker at the 5. It's second and goal. Back to throw, Smith. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jacoby Myers from 6 yards away. And the Raiders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-0 Vegas. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it was all capped off by Jacoby Myers on the touchdown reception. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations leaving high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations and he's doing everything in his power.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Second drive here and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. First carry now. This is Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
A gain of 21. First down,
now Lawrence going right back to Ferguson. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb from 17 yards out. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. That time a 6-play drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction.
Mostert hit, and he drops the ball. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. Well, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them, because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Lawrence to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Speedster Raheem Mostert and the rest of this offense out to start the drive. I think he's still shaking his head a little. It was his fumble on the previous drive that led to the touchdown that has us tied.
And sometimes it's worse on a runner who drops it like that to watch the other team take the ball downfield and score than maybe if they just returned it right away. You know what I mean? Because sometimes what happens that fast, you're right back out on the field. Instead, he had to watch it happen. Let's see if it affects him going forward the rest of the game.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well outfield across the 45. Throwing now is Geno. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Smith. Open man is Tucker. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Here's Smith. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he gets this up past the 30.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter. But I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Smith. And a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10. So now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 58 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Lawrence will throw. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Lawrence. Throw is caught by Schoonmaker. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Well, we needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now Lawrence. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So on 4th down, out is Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. And his kick here is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now we get a look at their most recent draft class, and you need to get real familiar with some of these names here because this front office thinks that these are going to be guys that have an impact for them on Sundays for years to come.
I think you're exactly right about that, and what I know about this group doing the drafting, it's not all about instant value when they put their class together. They wanted every pick to be somebody they see as a starter, maybe not today, but someone they can develop to make him one within the first couple of seasons. How about their strategy? All about long-term upside, and they added a ton of it this spring.
Again, Smith. Will get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
That's good for Las Vegas.
From the gun, here's Smith. Over the middle, complete. That's Bowers. And the Raiders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Stops short, down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Brock Bowers in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So not much. Speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Raiders are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
Okay, Brandon,
so we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports
and then we will get it all started
report.
as we normally do on the first Thursday after Labor Day. It was a former comeback player of the year, Geno Smith, who was sharp in the first half. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And Walker with it over the middle. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Out of the gun, it's a give to Vaughn. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Running behind center with Vaughn. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Milton. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw is Milton. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Milton now to throw. And that's incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Must get the ball back for us.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really high level.
They've been hot so far. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. Powering his way forward. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. A first run for the backup, Abdullah. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing, O'Connell. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this is going to remain a 1-point game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Milton. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas 1st down. A run with Vaughn out of the gun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Staying on the ground with Vaughn. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. so not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Straight ahead, Estime. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
Throwing is Milton. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Luke Schoonmaker from 3 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken a 4th quarter lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll run again. This time it's Abdullah. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks. Off the play fake, here's O'Connell. Oh, wide! And now look at this. Big gain by fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, you got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
And now here come the Cowboys. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop it with authority. They start to drive with White. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The Raiders on third down. They have been superb, 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. DJ Turner, 75 yards. And the Raiders use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
The Raiders will line up for the 10-point.
O'Connell's throwing for it. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for
chart.
1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here at this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this 4th quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. Here's Milton. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and trying to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Milton. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Walker. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we'll watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he's got some space here. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. So a field goal on this drive could settle things. Remember, no overtime in the preseason. Though a tie now seems hardly likely.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll hand it to Estime. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Walker has it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Vaughn is in. Touchdown, Dallas.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So now London down by 7. A little over a minute to go. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. Here's O'Connell. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
O'Connell. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Here's 1st down. He's back to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. A lot on the line here, even for just a preseason game. Jobs to be won and lost. It's 3rd down. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say goodnight from Las Vegas.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels gotta change to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
You wanna try to beat the force.
Welcome to your franchise staff. Here you find staff points can be used when you have it to see what effect some talent trees make you select a pass.
Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they're loving us no more. No, R&R's the bar is raised. If you know me, know I can bar for days. Nothing there to prove, cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more?
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more. Try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some, see some. I never mind if people change. I wanna try and heal my pain. How do you buy what can't be seen? piece, wanna see some more?
Hey, Shama.
Did you violate it?
Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Don't play with it. I just want a roughneck on it. Big gas. Just want. Ask me if I'm finished now. I just begun. I ain't giving out no to no. Just for fun, are you dumb? 100 man, I don't know no other man. Like 100 just for 100 bands. What? I don't even got me 100 bands. I'm still gonna make me 100 M's with 100 plans. Give me peso. I carry like I'm Prego. Beat around with Chrome Pedro. Shoulda knew it from the get-go. Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Come on, baby, don't play with it, don't play with it. Just lay in it. Spin all day in it. My hitters don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. They stay with it. I'm okay with it. Yeah, they come to me, they don't pay.
Just want a 10-piece, make it all flex. He just want a phone call or a text back. Never got touched, but a stay. Why would I DM it first when I'm the catch? 100 bands, it's 100 bands. You like 100, ain't got one man. You like 100, ain't got one. Whole lot of speaking on me, that ain't done. Drop the 100 on the penny, that big as Lola. They can't stand to see me winning, so they blame payola. Big choker, no mediocre. I ain't never doing, I barely do the cola.
Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Come on, baby, don't play with it, don't play with it. Just lay in it. Spin all day in it. My hitters don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. They stay with it. I'm okay with it. When they come to me, they don't play with it.
I'm on demon time taking souls. He in my DM say I'm pretty, I know. Really messy, I'm a rich ghost. He tell me treat his face like a rose. Get somebody else to do it. What? Posting in New York, at Bottega like I'm doing. I taught you how to get them for the check. What we doing? I ain't got 100 mil, but I got it once I flew in. If that don't come with money, I can't. He call me baby, so it's 200 a K with it. Carisha single and Sadiddy, he okay with it. No shade with it, no shade with it.
Yeah. Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Come on, baby, don't play with it, don't play with it. Just lay in it. Spin all day in it. My hitters don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. They stay with it. I'm okay with it. When it come to me, they don't play with it.
I need it. Cat. Okay, it's me and my kinfolk. Cat, that is my MO. 925, my area code. Don't give a what you been. Shared AG, put her friend. They want a lot, not a little. I get something. Give me something. What you gonna do for that end zone? I'm in the end zone, rocking that Kenzo. My and Kindle. Beneath though, going triple plat. I need a pack and a half. I broke up my mans, a stack and a half. I told my mama I'm bringing that bag. I got it. I'm backing, I'm on. I get till I can't. Sorry, mama, yeah, I know that. It was me and bro, buck on the plate. Best believe we had 50 cent cake. I let the Audemars hang from my belt, so she know we ain't got no time to waste. And I let Adelmar crunch the numbers. I gotta make sure that my money straight. She wanna make sure that my money real. Kissing another. Back in the day, I ain't had no whip. I just pulled up in the tank. I'ma pull up, just stun. Cat, all in your brain. I'm going Batman, I'm going bang. Come with the bang. What you gon' do? 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 I'm finna. What you gon' do?
I'm on a Sony lot, eating a lot of chips, stacking a lot of guaps. If I get it to pop, my mom get a coupe, my mom get a lot of rocks. I ain't got to mouth, let that in the past. My foot on the gas, I flow elevator, we facing my brad. How you on the positive, no more cash. Red light, yellow light, green light, go. The events, hot to the bank home. I won't keep quiet, I'm in it. Yeah, my best friend caught want me alone. My just be your home, and I blah. I'm a businessman, so I give her a loan now. 3 pumps in the chain from the Homer. Her Bucky a goner. Her get Bucky a goner.
What you gon' do? 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 Open up.
Stunt.
Turn the lights on.
Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever. I forever reign. Forever. The people they make go and dollars they make grow and everything's for show, but I will remain cold and eager. The queen don't talk to the meager, a leader. Who you know in the Zephyr? Been through the trenches, gutter fields and stenches. Gone ball, they filling up the benches. Half-court shooter, spitting from the medulla. Life for the game, they talking like I'm the doula. Nobody want a doula, defend the throne. I'm a dog in the zone and your man's is bones. I don't fear the stones, I flash the paws. Don't be talking to me crazy with no glass jaw. A spit of light saliva, you can never survive her. Streets got a code up, couldn't decipher. Watch the way you talk when you talking to me. And if you didn't know, it's the NEC. Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever. I forever reign. Forever. If you don't love me, you must hate yourself. Either way you play with me, you gon' play yourself. Don't be stupid, decide that I'm the same. A new rover and they still ain't got the range. Can't even hang with, doing big things, but the fame ain't changed. Trying to maintain, but your chain can't blame. On a new plane, but your main can't tame this. Same dame, but the rock got bigger. Might buy the drop top, got more figures. Pull up in the lot, still block pop. The posse can spot. come and go, but I still check. Now I ain't saying I'm the best, I'm just saying that you're not. I got it all, baby, give it everything you got. And arrogant, sitting in the booth, I ain't even gotta lie, cause you know that I'm the truth. Yeah. Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever.
How did it feel when it came alive? inspires me like a dog inspires a rabbit. Death inspires me like a dog inspires a rabbit. Can you save my every dirty soul? Can you save my every dirty soul? For me. Can you save my every dirty soul? For me. Can you save my every dirty soul?
Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. You see us out here getting to the bag. Run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Oh no, where we get the bag. Yeah, don't you get too mad. Run it
you
back.
getting money, you really don't need to talk about it. Move quiet, you should try it, there's some cloud around it. Chase it, and overthinking the process. Outside of the gates, spewing that nonsense. On the phone, he begging women to come out. Back to back, calling until his minutes run out. Begging for loose change and scraping to maintain. Or sipping, and playing with waist chains. I think you get the picture, we outside the frame. Get your Louis Hamilton on swerve lane to lane. On gang. We brainstorm until it rains and we drive a gang. Straight into the Hall of Fame. You need to pay attention. I was 17 and had them shipping the benzin. I was 16 eating steak with Russell Simmons. I was 15 in the basement with a vision. I could
run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back. Stuff it in your Birkin bag, cause he don't with that. So just run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back. We run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back.
Time to add to the cipher. Time is money, time to run the numbers higher. They're hustling early, this hardwired. Photo bezel, frozen echo, black attire. $1 million make a follow a messiah. Is you a charlatan or really take them higher? We in demand, distributors and suppliers. Been getting bands and signatures on the flyers. Listen, gotta make moves if you really want it. Desperate Jews eat your food, that's how they be on it. It's a must that we hustle today and escape from. Round table discussing the way that we get to the rack. Matter the game that you play, I'm just stating the facts. The aim of the game to be caking and making the max. I was 20 with a stack, 19 with a plaque, 18 neck icy with my Kango hat. I told him,
run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. You see us out here getting to the bag. Run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Oh no, where we get the bag. Yeah, don't you get too mad. Run it back.
Broski, yummy. I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. This that G. I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in it, she just made a big. I got rolling over. Speeding to the money like I'm running from the feds. Posted with my this say yeah.
I'm like, whoa, see residuals, watch the money grow. I'm in flow, greatest story told, watch it all unfold. I'm like, whoa,